Howdy all, and welcome to part 7 of my playthrough of Dune Awakening. Apologies for the incredibly long video last time. Part 6, I just completely forgot to turn on my timer, and I really should have stopped that. I should have made other cuts. This one will go a lot quicker, because here we are going to finally finish out, or start and finish the quests from Govori so that we can get the trooper initial training. This will be nice and easy. It basically involves taking out 3 people in 3 different locations. Now that I have a sand bike, getting to those locations is going to be a heck of a lot easier. I will make one stop along the way so I can try to get the final piece of Aaron's armor that I need, which is the pants. But I think we're ready to go. Let me just make sure here. All right, I have the vehicle backup tool. I really don't need the construction tool, but I don't know what else I would put in its place. I've got the Karpov. Yeah, normally in any more advanced character, I would have an awful lot more weapons in here. But that's not the case yet. Why do I have a Booster Mark II in my inventory? I do not have a booster on my bike. Okay. Well, I think we're going to do something about that. Get the welding torch. I'll put it in place of the backup tool. And look at that. It says, oh, that's the inventory. I want to go to the booster. There we go. Alright, and just in case I forget about it, let's go ahead and replace that. You know, I had topped up. You top up my water just to be sure. Alright, so I am going to change the mission to Trooper Basics. Track that. So it says here I've got to kill this Atu Golven. And we can see now that that is all the way over here. So I am going to stop here to try to get those Aaron's, the schematic for Aaron's pants. Alright, so he's off that way. Let's zip along here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Oh, I guess we're going down here. What the heck did I just run into that bumped me that hard? Somebody's abandoned base is almost completely gone. And we'll just zip up here until we get to...
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
3 minutes, huh? I know I can find shelter up at the top of that rock. The question is, can I get up to the top of that rock in time? Actually, I can find shelter right there where the bandit camp is, or the scavenger camp is, so it's not really that big an issue. In fact, that little overhang right there is going to work just fine, depending on how long it takes. Alright, let's get you backed up. Let's get me healed up. And we'll swap to the armor. Turn. Oh, I don't have a Holtzman shield yet. All right. In that case, I
Sector
won't use a
weather
Holtzman
alert.
shield.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oop, that's not the one I want. That's what I want. And I'm already in heat stroke. All right. Let's take care of that. Yeah, if I get right in that little nook right there when the sandstorm hits, I will be fully sheltered. I'm pretty sure. Let me check just to be sure. In fact, I'll even be enclosed, which is... I'm not sure what the difference between enclosed and sheltered is as far as sandstorm damage.
I need help.
You... Nothing? Alright. Let's get up here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So we've got 1 minute. That'll give me time to get all the stuff here. Where's other dead person? Get the blood. All right. So logic says I will just cut here and come back after the sandstorm has gone by. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. Sandstorm has passed. It's only been like a minute and a half. So, like, not even time for these people to respawn. Let me put that away, and let's climb up and see if we can get the pants. Wait for my stamina to recover. Keep climbing. And the jacket again. I'll take it. Let's see. So we want to go over this way. Oh, that's right. There's some ammo up here. I always mistime that one. Alrighty. Get out the bike. Get on the bike. Come on, get on the bike. There we go. Alright. And we need to go around the wreck. Over. That's some good steering right there, folks.
Target found.
Yeah, not so much. And I could come back and take those guys out, but what I really want is this guy up in here. Alrighty. And it blew up on me. Anyway, that's the guy, and he's dead. So if you're doing this, watch out for the explosive. Probably should have sniped him from a distance. But I figured I'd use the Swordmaster stuff. Alright, let's take your water. Let's do a little healing. Let's check to make sure I didn't miss anything else of interest in here. A lot of times in the caves, you forget to look up and you miss stuff. There's some people over there. And I probably shouldn't.
Eyes on target.
Alright. There's the other one. Oh, you're going to be a fighter. Alrighty. Nothing on you. Alright? Except your water. You've got some stuff. We'll take it. And where's your chest? Here it is. Alright, so the next guy is that way. Only 412 meters. Alright. So basically he's just over here, and then the last one is right down here. So they're all kind of in a concentrated area. You know what? I think he's in the backside of this moisture sealed cave here, so I think we'll go in this way. This is a Western Safeway, and he's in Shamal Tunnel, so I guess I'm wrong. I'm wrong by one pile of rocks. Well, let's see what we've got in here. We've got a dead person with some water and 2 chests. Put that away because my blood bags are full. And take a quick look up. Alright, that's the cave that we want to go to. Do I put my bike down for this? Yeah, it doesn't even indicate that I'm... Oh, okay, I guess I am attracting worm now, but... It's a pretty small stretch of desert. I'm not too worried about it. And those might have been famous last words. Okay, there we go. There's Shamal Tunnel. So apparently they all have explosives right where you're supposed to kill them. Alrighty then. Oh, there's another one. I just heard it go off. Which means I bet there's one up here too. Yep. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why you look up. There's more stuff up there. Because this isn't actually where any of the reward is. It's up here. There we go. Sure there's not one right here in front of the doorway? pretty good fighter. Alas, I can't take the water. Chest, chest, chest. Alright, do a little healing. Okay, our last guy is Cardanus Ulun in the Edgeway Cavern, which is, like I said, right down there. Alright, so... come around this way. Get the bike out. This one will definitely use the bike. And we'll go around. Because that's a pretty big stretch of desert to be running across. Nice jump. Oh, the reason I wanted the booster is not that there's anything dangerous coming, but boy does it speed you up. Alright. 200 and something meters. That indicates he's not right up there. Probably right up there. In fact, somebody's right up there. And they jumped down and I ran them over. Okay. Your sandbike is not intended to be used as a weapon, but it can. Oh, I see. There's the... Oh, you have nothing on you. This is the entrance to the base? Or no? Nope, it's just a camp. Oh, there's your chest. Alright, so to get to him is this way and up. There we go. Yep, they are. And this, I think, as you've seen, is the only one that has more than one person in it. Oh, that wasn't him. Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess this one has 3 people in it.
Reveal yourself.
There you are. Alrighty. Yeah, you got nothing on you, man. Even though you're like the top dog here. What's up with that? That's where that chest was. And there's another one up there. Alright, so that would be up around this way. Nice. Let's go out the back side here just so we get the more micro sandwich fabric. Oh, and there's somebody out there. Before we do that, just to be sure. Apparently I kicked them to death. Or need them to death, I guess. Little Muay Thai going on there. Alright. So, I need to report back to Gavuri. Put that away. Definitely don't want to be heading to the southwest. There's another camp right there. I can't get their water, so much as I like the idea of getting their other stuff, let's talk about doing this in a reasonable time frame. All right, so to get back to wrong button. Actually, if I just run along here and then shoot over there, then up into this stuff, that makes the most sense. So we'll go running by these scavengers, even though they're going to take some pot shots at me. Scoot over to this one, which puts me... Okay, I gotta go around this stuff to get to the wreck. Oh, there's a base there. I'll go explore that at some point. Of course, this is doing all of this so I don't have to actually cut across a whole lot of open desert like I'm in now. Crash into a wall. We got a Sardaukar ship scouting for us. There's no point in going back up to the spire that has Aaron's armor schematics because it won't have respawned. It takes, I think, 45 minutes? He's heading in the direction I'm heading. I don't like that. Zip across here. Alright, now he's coming around this way. Gall darn it. Alright, we'll go around the back side of this. Hopefully not get the attention of that one. Since the one to the south of us there was actually in the process of to get, you know what? Sometimes, I'll show you this, sometimes you run across these wrecks and it's simply a matter of, usually you have to be on this side. That guy's not that close, no. You get a lot of salvage metal and sometimes some other parts just from cutting them up. They're all done. Yeah, so I got some armor plating and salvage metal out of that. Alright. Now let's head back to Gavuri. Over there at the Griffin's Reach trade post. You didn't quite block it, so I won't say bad things about you. In my, I guess I would say main character, which is now up around level 123 or 4, I've got a base up in the eastern shield wall, and somebody had built, clearly just to be a jerk, a small, essentially a garage, like a 3x3 square, but it filled up, completely filled up the pathway that you would go to go around the backside of a bad guy camp. And at some point in the last couple of days, probably after the last update, now that I think about it, it just disappeared. Like, not, you know, abandoned and wiped out by a storm, kind of disappeared. Like, was there one day and completely gone the next. And I don't think the game punishes people for being jerks like that. I was about to say something not quite so pleasant. So my guess is that person must have been a hacker, exploit user, or something, and their account got wiped. Anyway, here's Gavori.
Back again, like the sour tang of It's over then. Good. Did they deserve to die? Who knows? But the deed is done regardless. Oh, they took me to a bar. Got me drunk on spice beer and plied me with samuta. When the battle started, I could barely walk. Killing them changes nothing of who I am. But sour wine and sour vengeance are both to my tastes. Now shut your mouth and let me train you. I'd swear you're a fully trained trooper pulling one over on me. And I can't figure out the angle on such a scam. Who are you? Nah, I don't want to know.
Alright. Every trooper, or every trainer you go to, once you've trained into their skill, and like you heard the planetologist say something similar, like you've done this before, you're just remembering stuff as opposed to being taught it. So far, in my furthest advanced character, I haven't figured out why that is. There's undoubtedly some sort of, you know, special reason why everybody keeps saying that to you, no matter what you train in. But, you know, we don't know yet. We haven't found out, or I haven't found out yet. I'm assuming people who have played through to the very end of, you know, the main mission have found out. So I'm currently moving on. Yeah, that's flying to, you know, join a house. All right, so I've got the 2 recruits to get there. I've got the anvil. All right, but have I finished every quest here in Griffin's Reach? Yep, there aren't any contracts left available. All right, so I am going to go back to my place. Offload what we've got here. And then show you what I'm going to do with the start of the trooper skills. That's not what I want. That's what I want. My base is, yeah, right around that way. That's the problem with having a couple of different characters. Sometimes it's tough to remember exactly where your base is on the particular server and siege that you're on. Is that another base that's fallen apart? This is almost exactly the same time of day as when we started, based on the shadows. first. Let's offload. I am out of power. It's been that long since I've played. I've got nothing for the second one. Oh, that's still running, though. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go get some more fuel cells. Let's see, what was I doing? Ah, that's what I was doing. I was offloading blood. All right, and let's offload some stuff as well. F for the quick drop off things that match what's in the existing chest. Okay. All right, and I probably dropped off. I did. Do I want... you can't really sell these on the marketplace for much money. They're really beginner stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and learn it. I've got plenty of research points. And I'll go ahead and swap back to my still suit. All right. K for the skills. All right. And here I am in... it's showing me more planetologist stuff. I guess I've not added anything into planetologist yet. Plenty of skill points. So, Trooper. Shigawire Claw. Oh, yeah. There we go. I don't really want the grenade. But it's a good thing to have. What I really want is the Assault Seeker. There we go. And then the other thing is ranged damage. Alright, I have 8 points left. I'm not crazy about center of mass. I don't have a disruptor yet. I don't really use these, which I probably should, but I really think that all of these... Well, Suspensor Dash is handy. But all of these things, or most of them, have to do with PvP. So let's go back to Swordmaster, see what I haven't trained in. Optimize Hydration, Field Medicine. That's the one I want. Recuperate stamina faster. Crippling Strike is a really cool skill. The long blade damage. I don't have a long blade yet, so I don't think I'll take that. Definitely do disciplined breathing. Oh, wow. I don't have all 3 technique spaces filled up. That's pretty foolish of me. Reckless Lunge is a potentially good one. I don't really care about center of mass. Oh, Battle Hardened. There we go. Now all 3 technique spaces are filled up. These are essentially passives, but you have to activate them to get them to work, as opposed to something like disruptor damage or range damage is a passive. It just, you activate it, and suddenly you do more damage with a ranged weapon. Okay, down to 3 skill points. Do I want to start taking anything in Planetologist? Yeah, cut array mining or vehicle repair. Let's do cut array mining. Down to 2. Rerouting, increase the recharge rate of my power pack. Dew gathering, I'm not doing any dew gathering yet. Vehicle mining, yeah, that won't be important for quite a while. So do I do... Yeah, let's do that. That also increases... Let's go ahead and do that. That finishes out all of my skills. So deep analysis increases the amount of yield I get with a cut array, and cut array mining does the same thing. So now I get I will get more of a yield every time I use my cut array. And I do believe that pretty much wraps it up. That should be just a little over 30 minutes, folks. So the next time, I believe there are a few other things I want to do here in Haga Basin South before I head over to the Eastern Vermilius Gap, which is what that journey moving on wants me to do. So we'll pick one of those, and we'll do that when we come back. In the meantime, I'm probably going to just go run around and try to get me some more fuel cells so I don't run out of power again. So thank you for joining me on this particular episode. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it that thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments about this video or any of the videos that are on Nerd Caliber, please do put them in the comment section down below. In the meantime, stay safe, be well, and bye-bye.